Hey everybody, Brady here. Do a quick little update here on what's going on. So currently with this system, we're kind of waiting and seeing what happens. We have to wait for, be a little patient with what happens. Models are kind of just right now sorting themselves out. So we have to, be patient and see what happens. Again, it's not a great cold air source, not unbelievable, but you have some there to work with. So it continues to bear watching. And so we'll keep doing that. But here's where we stand here now with models. And as we play here, take a look. It's still pretty messy in terms of what we have on the GFS here on the latest 0Z model run here. So we'll kind of, again, continue to see how it plays out, but still kind of sheared off weaker solution. But what we have seen on the last couple of runs is that northern branch. Take a screenshot here. Get a little bit stronger again, and making it harder for stream interaction here. We're kind of shearing it off, so it almost like spreads out the storm kind of, and it makes it difficult to get an actual snowstorm, and you don't create as good of a thermal gradient. You're not going to pull in as much cold air, etc., etc. Weaker storm, progressive. Euro really not backing down in terms of what it's showing. Amplifies that upper level low much more, but everything is further north, everything is quicker, and the quickness to it allows better, more, I don't want to say better, but a more amplified solution where, we're wrapping the orientation is allowing for a more favorable stream interaction earlier to amplify our storm and pull it further inland. So I think models are struggling with how they're handling the upper level low on where we're seeing it consolidated on a lot of these model runs, but we may be just moving towards a scenario where we are getting away from, potentially the idea of consolidating an upper level low, and maybe we're just going to be sheared off the entire time no matter what happens. And even if that does happen, we can still amplify the stream interaction, can still amplify that southern vort that comes through, and we can still get a storm out of that. But we're still a bit a ways away from really being able to figure out stuff. I think by the time we get to around Tuesday night, it should be clear what the pieces on the dinner table are. Or did I say Monday? Whatever it was. When we get to early, over the next 24 to 48 hours, it should become pretty clear. How much change we can really get with the system. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to see how much your setup can change when you're in that 4 to 5 day range. Can be pretty volatile, and we'll continue to get less volatile as we get closer, as expected, and we can kind of pin down some of these details. So Canadian I haven't looked at yet, but similar to the GFS a little bit, kind of an in-between where you're amplifying the southern wave, but still not a great stream interaction. So like people see this and think, it's too warm, the temperatures, but no, it's more, yes, but it's more so, your cold air, your best source of cold air is back here. And that's what, and the more this amplifies this, the stronger that gets and the more cold air you're able to wrap into your system. So that is why, that the Canadian would look like that, for example. So again, kind of still waffling back and forth. And again, whatever happens here kind of sets the terms for what happens in the upcoming pattern as well. So there's still a lot to be decided here with what happens. I think we're starting to move ourselves away from maybe some of those higher ceiling scenarios But again, still a lot can change. It's fast moving flow with stream, with the opportunity for a phase here, at least partial at a minimum. And so it makes things a little bit complicated in terms of honing in on a specific solution. So I get the closer we get, people want answers, but we're just not quite there yet. So be patient, and we'll keep following along and see what happens. Thanks, everybody.